Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by SoundCloud Studios, brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Me and Molson Missing, available on Amazon paperback and ebook, coming soon, Missing 2 by Me and Molson. Double the suspense, double the fun. Check it out on Amazon. Also brought to you by Sweet Psalmist by Serena Wagner, based on the life of David, now on Amazon. Keyword Sweet Psalmist Serena Wagner, and the Sensei swaying Eric Diamond with the latest All of Me, and new music coming soon to your favorite platform near you. EricDimemusic.com. Follow on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and more. We are here with a very terrific gentleman who's a writing superstar, singer, songwriter from Fresh Meadows, Queens, New York, now an online over a thriving home inspection business. He's recorded over 100 songs with Queens legends Polk, and also Ralph Flush and Boots, and also a loyal following, Spotify, YouTube, and all the social media platforms out there, streaming services, and more, inspired by 60s and 80s music. And the title is called Life Again, and a previous EP called Prescription to Rap. We'll talk about that. Live, ladies and gentlemen, Plus Studios, and somewhere in beautiful Long Island, the amazing rising superstar songwriter from Fresh Meadows, Queens, and owner of a thriving home inspection business on Tribeca Records. Ladies and gentlemen, multi-time Ben Bacardi. Ben, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thanks for joining us today.
How you doing? Thank you.
Well, it's great to have you on board, Ben. So you're a rising superstar, singer-songwriter from Fresh Meadows, Queens, New York. You're owner of a thriving home inspection business. You record over 100 songs with Queens legends Polk, Royal Flush, and Boots. You have a loyal following on Spotify, YouTube, and all the socials. You're inspired by 60s and 80s music. You have a new song we'll be playing at the end of Audio View called Life Again. You have an EP called Prescription to Rap. Before getting all that, Ben, tell us how I first got started.
I've been doing music since probably in my teenage years, so I'm a lot older than that now. But actually it just kind of took off in the last few years. I'd say probably the pandemic, you're kind of stuck not being able to do a lot. And with that, it kind of brought out some of my more creative juices, and I was able to get back in the studio and record a lot of songs, and it just kept coming and going and going and coming and going and coming. And then I was able to really just establish a nice body of work to where it got the interest of Tribeca Records, and we're really just trying to see what happens. The first single, Life Again, came out, I believe, in the end of February, and it's got a few thousand not streams, but views on YouTube, and I had a few singles out prior to that did pretty well on Spotify, and we're just trying to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. And certainly amazing as well. And what was it one precise moment that simply influenced you? What are you doing the rest of your career?
I'd say I grew up in Queens, New York. So growing up in Queens, New York, there were a lot of hip hop artists just within a few miles of where I grew up. You had Run DMC, you had LL Cool J, A Tribe Called Quest, and Bronx was maybe 5 miles from where I grew up, and the Bronx is the birth of hip hop. So just growing up in the 80s and the 90s, just in general, the influence everywhere you go, there was a lot of hip hop music being played, and that was probably just a great influence, just being around it so much.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of it as well, too. A lot of legends coming out there. And besides some of the artists that influence you, who are some other favorite singers, songwriters, and musicians growing up?
I'd say the Beatles. My parents grew up with the Beatles, so I became a big fan of them growing up. Later on, I'd say after my teenage years, I really got to appreciate them a lot. Billy Joel, another great artist from New York, Long Island, that I saw him in concert many times, and he's definitely a great singer-songwriter that was a great influence. You have Guns N' Roses rock band that I grew up with, Bon Jovi, Motley Crue. Then you could have, say, Madonna, Whitney Houston from the '80s. A lot of '80s artists, I think, had a really big influence on me.
Mm-hmm. And some of the other artists I thought of, too, coming from the East Coast, you got Bruce Springsteen. Then you
Yeah.
got, Savatage, and I think later became Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And I think there was also quite a few other New Yorkers. Those are some that kind of just came to mind here.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you mentioned Bruce Springsteen. I have my next single. It might be, fingers crossed, a song that has a sample from Bruce Springsteen that I'm hoping might work out his, the master syncing end where they're gonna allow me to use a sample, and it was from a Bruce Springsteen unreleased song that I don't think a lot of people heard, but I'm hoping that might work out because he was a great influence as well.
And certainly D as well too. And we'll be talking more about Life Again and his EP Prescription to Rap with Ben Bacardi in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by SoundGrab Studios. Visit online at SoundGrabStudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, SoundGrab Studios is the answer. SoundGrab Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor, the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon, paperback, and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those who love me to first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has gotten great reviews. And Eva Levin enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forrest Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. 4 Girls Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Coming soon, Missing 2 by Mia Molson-Zia, double the suspense, double the fun. Check it out on Amazon. Also brought to you by The Sweet Psalmist by Serena Wagner, based on the life of David, including 30 exquisite paintings and King David's Psalms. The Sweet Psalmist gives a new perspective of David through the Psalms he wrote, and it's the time of shepherd where it started, and complicated a turbulent relationship with King Saul. It's story of love, betrayal, repentance, hope, and more. Check out The Sweet Psalmist by Serena Wagner on Amazon. Keyword Sweet Psalmist Serena Wagner. Also brought to you by Sensei Swing. Eric Dammers' latest release, All of Me, featuring the title track, I've Got a New Heartache, Bring Me Sunshine, Strike a Match, and more. Eric's a multi-award winning artist, inducted in numerous Hall of Fames, entertainer, album of the year, and he'll be releasing a new CD soon. Check out the amazing Eric Diamond at ericdiamondmusic.com. Follow on Facebook, YouTube, and all platforms worldwide. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, Linktree, 40 podcast platforms, heard in 100 countries. Take us with you on any mobile device. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast, T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies. Makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Great books, merchandise, and more. And check out the Mike Wagner Show on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, as well as Spotify, YouTube, Apple, iHeart, Spreaker, and more. And support us at the Mike Wagner Show, Anchor FM, and PayPal as well. We're here with the amazing rising superstar, singer, songwriter from Fresh Meadow, Queens, New York, Ben Bacardi, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Before we talk about Life Again and some of the music, you have a home inspection business that's thriving. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so my brother-in-law actually maybe 15 plus years ago, he was doing this kind of work, and I started doing it, and it really I liked it. It was something that I was able to do. I have a nice crew of people. We kind of inspect homes that are either in default or insurance losses. We work all over New York City as well as Long Island. We cover Atlanta, Georgia. We also covered California at one time, Connecticut, Massachusetts. And when there's a lot of disaster work, actually, I was in California a few months ago with the wildfires. We're just verifying how the homes were, the condition of the home. So when there's a lot of disasters, whether it's flooding or fires or things like that, we go to other states and we inspect the homes as well, make sure that they're intact.
And what are some of the things that you basically inspect for before you write off as a total loss? It can be saved and everything like that for insurance purposes.
Yeah, just to verify if how, sometimes a lot of these insurance companies, they're often in other states, they could be in other countries. So or even the loaner companies, they need the eyes and ears to be able to see like the boots to the ground, what's going on with the properties if they're not able to get in touch with the homeowner. So we'll go out there directly to see how they're doing, see if they need any help, see if they need to get in touch with the insurance company or the mortgage company, and then we relay it back to the loaner company or the insurance company.
And it sounds like you got a great business going on as well too. And of course, if you're away from it, you also got some music to fall back on. You got an EP that's they're called Prescription to Rap, and tell us more about that.
Yeah, so that's not released as of yet. That's going to be released. We're probably gonna release maybe 2 or 3 more singles, and then after that, Prescription of Rap is going to be the EP. We're looking for a summer release date, but we don't have an exact release date as of yet. But that's the working title, Prescription of Rap.
Hmm. And maybe talk about some of the songs off of there and maybe some of the releases you've had as well.
Yeah, so Life Again is the first single. Life Again is kind of like an electronic EDM kind of sound, although it has hip hop lyrics to it. It's kind of talking about how you could have a rough day or you could have a bad month or year, but things will be okay, and that's life. And also in my verse, I talk about how my parents are getting older, my kids are getting older, and things kind of aren't the same as what they used to be. And sometimes you reflect and you look back at times of the past, and although you didn't really take a chance to really think about it too much, sometimes we need to sit back and appreciate those times. And that's what my verse is about. It's just kind of relatable to everybody going through different situations. It's just a feel good kind of up tempo type of song. And
Mhm.
after that, where it's the next single is either going to be Wow, which is kind of a summery feel. It has a Beck sample, which is a Beck is an alternative rock artist who's been around since the early mid '90s, who sold millions of records. This song kind of has a the instrumental or the production of it was from Beck, who cleared the sample, and we shot a video for it as well as we shot a video for Life Again. So it's the next single is either going to be between that and also a possible romantic love song that kind of has a Bruce Springsteen kind of feel to it, which I mentioned before. But we're waiting to see if that can get possibly cleared, and if it does, that could be a really great song as well.
Hmm. And what was that one exact precise moment that you start sitting down and writing the lyrics to Life Again?
Like the usually it's not as thought out as some might think. I'm in the studio every single week doing 3 or 4 songs a week. So a lot of times you'll hear production or you'll hear the music, and then from there, based off of how the music sounds, you'll think of an idea for the song, and
Hmm.
sometimes it'll just come to you as you're writing it. So it wasn't so thought out as, a few weeks of let me think about how to do this song called Life Again. It was more just it just happened. And a lot of songs just happen like that, kind of impromptu, just you're writing it, you're in the feeling, and they turn out to be pretty good songs.
You also have some other ones too, like called "This Is Queens," Yo Gaba, and you also
Mhm.
mentioned Butcher Man. And I like this one, Flying Guitar. Tell us more about that
Yeah.
one.
So flying guitar, it kind of has like a kind of like a Mexican kind of guitar sound in the background. And I always remembered from the movie La Bamba, if you remember Richie Valens and his flying guitar.
Oh
The
yeah.
That was that was I don't know if it was the name of his band or it was the name of a song that he had. And I always remember that his flying guitar. And so when I heard the song with the sound of it was like kind of like a Mexican guitar, that name came to my mind. And it's kind of like just a lyrical song. No, it's not really, it doesn't really have a specific topic, but it's just more of a fun upbuilt kind of song. And Yo Gaba and This Is Queens, those songs were actually released before I was on Tribeca Records. I released them myself. And This Is Queens has over 50,000 streams
Oh wow.
on Spotify, and Yo Gaba has over 45,000 streams. So that was just within 3 or 4 months, which is they're over on 300 playlists that people were able to be put them on themselves, and I'm pretty proud of that.
And certainly indeed. And there's also one that I like, Dinner. More about that one.
Dinner, yeah. So Dinner, it was actually produced by the late DJ Shay. He discovered Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine, who are one of the top 5 artists now, or top 10 artists in hip hop, period. They were assigned to Shady Records, which is Eminem's label, as well as Rock Nation Management, which is Jay-Z's management label. And DJ Shay, before he passed away, we were working on an EP, and he produced that song, which is just a kind of again just kind of like a lyrical song. It doesn't have a real specific message in it, but it's just a homage back to maybe the 80s and 90s when songs were a lot more lyrical and just more of making you think about the words we were saying.
And where do you see yourself about 5, 10 years from now, Ben?
5, 10 years from now, I'd love to be retired on a beach somewhere with my family. But if I could still do music, I would love to. You know, that's the ultimate goal, to be able to do music, maybe do shows across the world and as you want to and when you want to, and be able to earn a nice living doing that. And that's ultimately what 5, 10 years from now, if I'm able to do that as well as being on a beach, you know, somewhere, that's where I'd love to be.
And certainly did as well too. And what else is coming up for Ben Bacardi with Life Again? We'll find out just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by SoundCloud Studios, brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson missing. The Sweet Psalm is by Serena Wagner, based on the life of David, now on Amazon keyword Sweet Psalm of Serena Wagner, and the Sensei Swing Eric Diamond with All of Me. You can check out his music at ericdiamondmusic.com. Back to the multi-talented Ben Bacardi of Life Again after this time out. We're back to the multi-talented Ben Bacardi, rising superstar, singer, songwriter from Fresh Meadow, Queens, New York, now in Long Island here on the Mike Wagner Show. We talked about Life Again, upcoming EP, Prescription to Rap, and more. And I guess just one more thing as well too. And where can we find all your music at?
So my music is on all streaming platforms, whether you have Apple Music or Tidal or on YouTube or Amazon, anywhere where you could stream music, you could find Ben Bacardi.
Okay, and what's your website? Do you have it?
So I don't have a website, but my Spotify is Ben Bacardi. My Instagram is Ben underscore Bacardi, and then my YouTube is Benjamin Bacardi, and then my TikTok is Ben Bacardi is here 2025. So I'm actively on all those, and also Ben Bacardi Music on Facebook. I'm on all those platforms, constantly posting things with different content, and you can go to all those places to find my music.
We'll certainly check that out as well. And make sure you check out the latest Life Again, especially at the end of the audio interview on the Mike Wagner Show. We're here at the amazing multi-town Ben Bacardi here on the Mike Wagner Show with Life Again. And just a couple more things. What else can we expect in 2025 and beyond?
So I definitely expect to release the EP. I would love to release a full-length album, multiple full-length albums in the next few months or the next year or two. You could expect me to be doing shows as well as more interviews, more podcasts, releasing more music videos. I'm also possibly going to be doing a reality show as well as maybe some acting. So you could definitely be seeing me in a whole bunch of different stuff. So definitely stay tuned.
And stay tuned to do as well, too. We're certainly looking forward to it. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
My biggest influencer in my career. Um, I'd have to say three different rappers that I'll name. I'd say the Notorious Big, Jay-Z, and Nas. Those are my three favorite rappers of all time, and they had a big influence on me doing my music, recording, and showing that it's possible to be from the Queens area or Brooklyn area and be able to be a multi superstar like they all were and all are.
And certainly great as well, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
The best advice I can give is that if you love something or if you're doing a passion and it's a hobby, but you want to do it professionally and you're enjoying what you're doing and you have a love for it, just continue to do it, continue to have passion doing it, and good things will come, you know, with it. Just keep on doing it and don't give up.
And that's a great point as well. With the multi-talent Ben Bacardi of from Tribeca Records, with Life Again here on the Mike Wagner Show. Catch us on at the end of the audio interview. Ben, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic.
Thank
Learned a
you.
lot. Looking forward and soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Glad to have you back. Once again, what's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your music?
Anywhere where streaming music is possible, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube. I'm on all those places.
We'll
definitely.
certainly check that out with the amazing Ben Bacardi. Ben, a very big thank you for your time. You've
Thank
been
you.
absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Glad to have you back. We wish all best. And Ben, you definitely have a great future ahead of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.